Bridgeport Tusler, senior. Biblical Theological Studies is my major, and I'm from Osseo. I first looked at Bethel, or heard about Bethel, transferring from South Dakota State. Back when I was a kid, I came here for a basketball camp, but for me, I was here for personally just the basketball piece. Didn't really even notice that Bethel was a school at that time, but the type of kid I was. Throughout my transferring time, I wanted to go to either Bethel or St. John's, and it's kind of like preaching. You could go be something that you kind of want to be, but then what kind of man do you want to be? Those are my two battles. So I wanted to be somebody, or I wanted to be the guy that God wanted me to be. And simply being around the coaches and the atmosphere around Bethel, whether it was a student, a faculty member, or a teammate or a player, at the end of the day, they reached out more than any other type of player or any type of person for that matter. So it was pretty easy to choose Bethel, and to be honest, because of that same atmosphere, it's easy to choose Bethel every day. I would have to say my favorite memory at Bethel is beating St. Olaf in the semifinals my freshman year at St. Olaf. A lot of things happened, maybe a little bit, got into it with the fans a little bit, me and my mom. Hugging her after the game was something that I never really imagined was possible after a collegiate game, but that was a lot of fun. And then ultimately we got to go into their pool afterwards because our locker room was connected to their pool. So not only was it nice sweeping them for the third game in a row, but knocking them off. We're the fourth seed, they're the second seed. But the best part about it for me was the concept that we got to go swimming in their pool to celebrate. One way I would have to describe this team for this year is competitive. At the end of the day, we listen to coach, we're very coachable, sometimes we're over coachable. And then I think we all want to just compete. And Novak has to help us compete in every little area as well. But I think at the end of the day, we just want to go out there and compete every single game. And that's what's kind of special about this team is we're not playing well together as much as we thought we would be as of right now, but we're competitive, so it's a fun process. My best impression of Doug Novak, or Coach Novak, at the end of the day would be, move, 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 move! Snap it, pop it, step it, pop it! Come on, move, move, move! Fight for your feet, compete! If there was a legacy that I cared about leaving behind, it would be simply the fact that a hard worker, dedicated, disciplined, but most of all, caring. I think about freedom. I want to be free towards others. My little phrase or slogan that I'd love to leave with is I came as a student and left as a servant.